The second Sydney airport will create an economic boom and change the landscape of southwest Sydney forever. I can't really imagine it. The entryway to Australia is soon to be on our doorstep and within metres of my electorate. However, my people who live just 20-minute drive from the front door to the runway are not only forgotten, but now treated with contempt. Suddenly in 2021, the townships of Silverdale, Warragamba, Warromby, Wallacia, Teresa Park and Orangeville had a restriction placed upon them due to their proximity. I know we need to ensure people build homes to a certain standard and in appropriate areas so that it will not cost future governments or cause noise issue for homeowners. The current guidelines introduced in 2021 provide in minute detail what is needed to accomplish this, but a larger than necessary area was engulfed pending mapping of noise-affected areas. The mapping is now complete, yet the current restrictions continue to apply to blocks outside of the affected area, only allowing a single dwelling to be built on a property no matter the size. This means additional dwellings like granny flats are not allowed to be built even with council approval. Take the Osborne family from Silverdale, for example. Lisa and her son Ryan, it's 20 acres at Silverdale, largely empty acreage that could easily fit a dozen homes, and you'd never know the difference from the road. The Osbornes want to protect their land and provide for their family. They submitted an application to council for 2 homes, one larger and another smaller one, a few hundred metres between. The Osbornes' view is this land is their forever home and don't want to live together in a single large 15-bedroom home. They want a 2-bedroom and a 5-bedroom home. Not unreasonable. Under this government, Lisa and Ryan's dream home may never happen. They sit awaiting the member to change the legislation that currently exists under the SEP. We have minister after minister stand in this place and say this state needs housing. We hear time and time again what needs to be done. I've alerted the Minister and the Premier and I've asked for the restrictions on my electorate to be changed, and still it remains. Why is it that over the river at Luddenham Village, under the same restrictions, State Environment Plan Policy 2021, protecting the parkland city, there is an allowance for additional dwellings? A village affected much more by the airport has less restrictions. What is the difference between these two areas? And it's not only about the areas, the SEP actually goes into 2 particular blocks of land, one of which is in my area because it was fought in court. My argument to my community is it falls on the desk of the previous government who imposed it, but now also a government who has delayed removing the unnecessary restrictions. Why do political parties make life so difficult for my community? The Minister needs to help me solve this issue. I'm puzzled why the government can stand here and profess to need housing, and yet they tell the Osborne family that they cannot have 2 houses on their acreage, their dream house, allowable in 2020, but not since 2021. So while we are 20 minutes from the airport, our residents have all the problems of the airport, but none of the opportunities. The noise, the pollution, no connectivity to jobs on offer, and unnecessary conditions where they're not even able to build a granny flat on their acreage. Thanks everyone for that. I believe we can do much better, and I intend to do something about it. Thank you.
Thank you.